Hi Jayco family, it's Max from Caravan Land here. I'm just going to show you how to operate a control panel in a 2025 Jayco Caravan. It is quite similar from the last few years, just with different screens, but I'll show you through this now. If you have any questions, please let us know. Okay, so this is the screen here. Now on the very top left it shows you the battery percent. That is currently 100% full. Below that it says 0 hours, 0 minutes. That is because we're plugged into power currently. It's showing how long until the battery is fully charged. Now, as soon as I unplug the van from power, it's going to then go to how many hours and how many minutes the battery will last for, which will fluctuate a lot depending on how many lights or appliances you're using. Now, below this, it's showing solar. It's currently at 0 amps because this particular caravan's undercover, but if you're outside, it's going to show you how much solar is coming into the van. Below that is outputs, basically what your lights are using. So if I were to turn some lights on or off in this van, it's going to drop. So it was 1.9, it's now 1.1. And now next to that, it's showing AC mains. Because we're plugged into power, AC mains is currently charging the battery. This does have the ability to charge a lot more than 2.7 amps, but it's only going to charge as much as it needs because the battery is fully charged. And now above that, it says ALT, or PMDCS. This is the DC to DC charger. That will light up green when you plug your car in, and it will show you how much battery or how much it's charging the battery as you're driving. On the right side, now these buttons here, if it's got a color on the circle, it means it's on. So the only one that is on currently is PWR for power. The other buttons are night, pump, and hot water system. All power is, first of all, is a 12-volt isolator. So if I turn that off, anything 12-volt turns off. The only point of this button is for when the van's in storage. You can turn that off to prolong the life of the battery. Otherwise, when you're using it, this needs to be on. Otherwise, no lights or no 12-volt appliance will work. The night button next to it, if I touch that, the screen just goes black, just so if you're trying to sleep, the LED lights aren't annoying you. And then above this, you've got pump and hot water system. So pump will turn the 12-volt water pump on. Now this only needs to be on when you're off grid. If you're at a caravan park and plugged onto mains water, then this does not need to be on. And then hot water system is the top left button. This particular model has an instant hot water unit, so that's just going to turn it on now. And as soon as I open the tap, it will start running. Now that is everything on the first page. We've got 4 pages to this, so if I swipe across, it's going to go to the next page, which shows our water tanks. Now this particular van's got 3 water tanks. Tank 1 and Tank 2 are fresh water tanks. Tank 4 is a grey water tank. Now these aren't pinpoint accurate. They're going to go quarterly, so it's going to show 25%, 50, 75, or 100% full. That's all through here. The next page across, you can buy some sensors aftermarket, a tire pressure monitoring sensor, and link it to this screen, and that will show you everything on here also. And then the very last page really isn't for a customer, it's for servicing, but this is just settings. Maybe we might be putting an extra battery in the van, which would have to change how many amps it reads so it charges it correctly, and things like changing date or time, which typically should already be pre-done for every customer anyway. So really, that last screen should not be ever used. That is it. If you have any questions, please let us know. Okay, now just for a few tips and tricks. First of all, this water pump at the very top right, I would normally tell people to only turn this on when using it. A few reasons being, if you are trying to sleep and this pump is on, normally it's located under the main bed, and every 10 minutes or so it vibrates to try and regain pressure, and it will be quite annoying when trying to sleep. So I personally turn that off and only turn it on when I'm going to use it. Another reason for that, I have seen customers leave that on for a very long period of time. I'm talking weeks at a time, and it can eventually burn out if it's just left on always. One other thing, when we are storing the van and we turn power off to try prolong the life of the battery, we do still want customers to try and plug the van in once a month if they can, or at least have solar on the van if possible. The batteries in these caravans are like car batteries. If you haven't charged it at all for a month or 2 months, it will go flat and it might not come back up. So worst case, once a month, please try and plug the van in, or have your solar on it or have a portable solar blanket on it, something. That is it. Thank you.